Hi again, everyone. I am back to show you my favorite application technique. It's a little different than the traditional method because I apply my wraps cold. For me, it gives me a better seal and I have more control over getting the wraps on just perfect. So tonight I'm going to show you how I do it, and I'm doing etched leaf with a hippie bloom accent, and it's going to be super fabulous. So I have already prepped and pushed my cuticles back and buffed them a little with my super fine grit Jamberry buffer, and also I have cleaned them with my vinegar on my little pad. Definitely do not use toilet paper or Kleenex when you do this because the moisturizer from them does not really work well with our wraps. You want them to be nice and clean. I used vinegar because alcohol is a little bit too harsh for me and dries out my nails, and I don't really like it. And vinegar works just as well. So I'll show you how I do my cold method now that we're all prepped. So you use your handy dandy little clear measure and you see which wrap will fit. For me, I cut it while it's on the sheet because I have short little nails and I know that I don't need the whole thing, and I like to save all of my little pieces. So you place it, center it on there nice and good, place it cold. Oh, it's a little crooked. The good thing about cold is you can replace them. Okay, and then you just press out from the center towards the edges and towards the tip. And this is where my method is really awesome. I take a little plastic bag. You can use just a sandwich bag or saran wrap or a Ziploc bag, whatever you have at home. Wrap it up, wrap your finger up nice and tight in the saran wrap, and then blast it with your heater. The hotter the better, if you ask me, but just try not to burn yourself. But I like it to get really, really hot, and I like the plastic bag because I feel like it shrink wraps the wrap on there, and it gets so nice and tight and shiny and smooth. And the pressure of the bag while you're heating is just, it's ideal. Getting a little hot in there. Okay, then you just unwrap it, take your little rubber tipped pusher and give it another little smooth down all around the edges. Make sure they're nice and sealed. Create that watertight seal. Look how nice that is. Then, as you can see, I have leftover on my other ones because I like to let them cool completely, and I will typically leave the leftovers on while I do my whole hand and then cut them off. So incidentally, you're going to get a little trick of mine for how I trim mine because I like a perfect fit. So this one is a little bit too big. You don't want it to touch any of your skin or your cuticles because then you will get lifting. And it's always good to go smaller rather than bigger, but this next one down just would show too much of my fingernail, and I don't like that. So I take this one that's just a tiny bit too big, cut it in half, and then just very carefully trim a little from the side. Just with my nail scissors, trim a little bit from the side. Round out that edge again, that cuticle, and then it's ready to go. Place it on there cold. Press from the center out to the edges. Make sure it doesn't touch the skin or your cuticles. Press it on really good with your finger. Nice, firm pressure. Wrap it up and blast it. I'm a little bit off here. I'm using my phone and my computer to just prop it on, so excuse my terrible camera skills. So, again, get it nice and hot, shrink wrap that on there. Careful not to burn yourself. Press it down. Press it down with your thing. So those edges are all nice and tight, nice and smooth, no wrinkles on the tips, and there they are. Now you can start removing that extra. I like to just file them straight down with my file. It takes a little longer than if I were to just trim them, but I don't want them to lift on the ends. It's kind of up to you. I know that some people like to trim them, some people like to file them. I personally file them. So that is my cold method, and I will post a picture on my Facebook page as soon as they are all done to show you how fabulous they look. Hope you like my new method. I hope it works for you.